We are hosting a Tribal Broadband Bootcamp with Linnea Jackson and Speggy Matthew Douglas on the Hoopa Valley Tribal Reservation in very North California.
What we're planning to do today is to deploy this sector right here. This is called a Cambium CN Medusa or a 450M. This is what's going to go on the tower. It will attach to the tower using these brackets in the back. We'll be putting this at around 95 feet on the tower, and we'll be using a basic rigging technique to lift it up using 2 pulleys and a 300-foot rope and some manpower. And then once this is up, configured and emitting signal, over here we will have the customer premise equipment, the CPE. This is what we're going to install on the homes, and this is what should be able to serve our customers' internet. If we put it up too high, you're cutting off your signal. If you bring it down a little bit lower, you should tell the customer that there's RF considerations.
These guys are smart, they can figure it out, but we also have so much on our plate that it's more of a capacity issue that, like, do we have the internal staff to be able to also take that on? Because I think everyone in here believes, like, if you're gonna do something, you have to do it right and you have to manage it appropriately. We all believe in this journey. It's been a struggle over the last 4 years, but I think what we're going to achieve and what we have achieved in the last several years is really something to be proud of. And it hasn't been perfect. We've made mistakes. We'll probably continue to do that. But I think we get better and better. And it's events like these that really help support this environment, this structure. I would love to learn from you guys about, you know, what you're doing on solar and some of the other tribes that are building their networks, what works, what didn't.
I think the question is really about sovereignty. Like, how do you quantify the benefits of sovereignty?
Finally, we get to come to Hoopa to actually see this in action, to see Linnea grow her leadership at the Public Utilities Department, but then also incorporate broadband, bring in a specialized team to do work and fold that into the tribal ecosystem that they have here has been amazing.
I thought it would be cool for this boot camp to actually put something up that would go into production and leave it up so that you know that the work that was done here is actually affecting people's home or people's lives and actually getting them internet. It is a freestanding tower, lattice tower, self-supporting. We are going to put the sector on these mounts right here that are just below it at around 90 feet. Very sunny. There's not a lot of trees that will give shade. So we are going to try and set up 2 canopies, and we have 20 chairs that should be going up. Once we lift the sector up, we will give time for Keith and Sunny to connect it actually to the mounting points. We also cable managed down the tower and then came across. So our hut is right here. It's a white building, and it has like a ice bridge, so that, like, if ice were to fall, it would hit the bridge, not the cables. We cable managed down already, and we have it going into the hut. So what I will ask someone, whoever's brave enough, to crimp the end on this Ethernet cable, because it is not crimped yet.
Armored little cable. What you can want to do, this, the nice thing is that this is set to the right depth already, so there'll be no gassing. So open it up. Oh no, squeeze it. Squeeze it. There you go, and it goes through this one right here. You want to put it about an inch out at least. Maybe a little bit more. There you go. Now let it close. Put your finger in there. Get your ear close to there so you can hear it. Spin that around, you'll hear a grinding noise.
Yeah, one rotation.
This isn't some magical thing that you don't know what it is. Like, it's just real stuff. You can put your hands on it. You can break it. Like, we all can crimp Ethernet cables. That's a fundamental part of this work. Like, and it's not this black box. It's just regular stuff. Like, regular people do it, you know, like people that are just like us. Like, so my goal is always in confidence building and demystifying it. And then the other takeaway that I always hope happens is community building. And, you know, that I'm never surprised when that works out, because you have a lot of wonderful people who, you know, it's sometimes they know each other already, sometimes they don't, and maybe just from online. Sometimes you get folks that no one knew who just signed up and showed up, and it's like, oh my gosh, welcome to this community, right?
This is Hoopa Valley here, and as you work your way to the north up this valley, you run into the Yurok Reservation, which goes out to the coast, and then you have the Karuk tribe off to the right. All three of those tribes are working on broadband. They're all involved with some level of project to develop broadband in the region. This is really what we need, is tribes doing this sort of cohesively and then building out opportunity for a region to change the landscape. Because if you build an island, it remains an island. If you build an opportunity that connects to others, I mean, the internet is networks connected to networks, right? So we are trying to build out networks that become resilient by connecting to other networks and grow the opportunity for an entire region. And not just the tribal folks. There are plenty of people that live in this rural community, and these tribes are intending to serve those off-reservation community homes.